Good morning! Oh, Bandit's saying hi as well. So I'm actually in my lunch break right now, but I wanted to set up my 2026 journal with you guys because the Hobonichi starts in December, so I want to start using that next week because it's already the end of November. Can you believe that? I feel like it's so crazy how fast time goes by. Colder section of the year. I feel like time goes by so much quicker. I don't know if it's because the days feel shorter or because of like the holidays, but I just feel like after summer, the days just fly past me. So yeah, I'm gonna set up both my kind of calendar work journal that I'll be using and also my personal journal that I'll be using. And I'll kind of explain why I'm picking these two systems because I've been journaling for almost 2 years now and I've got run through several systems, which I'll also show you guys today. But I think after 2 years, I've kind of finally figured out what I prefer, but I feel like that's might be subjected to change because I feel like your journal system is so personal to kind of your schedule, where you are currently in life, and kind of what habits you have. And so I'll share kind of my current system, and hopefully that helps you with your 2026 journal planning, or perhaps you already have a journal and you just want to set it up alongside me. And so, yeah. Let's get right into it. Okay, I'm going to start with showing you what my current system is. So this is my current personal journal. The leather cover I got from Anita Joe, who is on Instagram and TikTok, and she does these handmade leather covers that are inspired by kind of Paper Republic or Louise Carmen-esque, I guess, setups. She hand makes this all personally, and I don't think she takes orders anymore, but this was all handmade by her and it was absolutely lovely. And she's based in Vancouver, so that's kind of close to me. Initially, my setup included this notebook in it. This notebook is a traveler journal notebook where it's free dated, so there's no dates in it, but it's just blank pages where you can add the dates yourself. And I like having the system when I'm working because I feel like a lot of times when you're working, you have daily tasks that arise that you have to like quickly jot down or you won't remember, such as like it can range from like very small tasks such as like sending an email to X or Y, and then it's just helpful for me to have this all written down so I don't forget, because I feel like at work I have short-term memory loss sometimes, or like when there's too much stuff going on, I just forget what I have to do. So yeah, I just write it all in here. I also write down kind of coffee chats and what I have planned for the day. So originally this was inside this book, but as you will notice, this journal is very, very thick. It's so thick because I keep sticking things in them. I don't really want to flip through this just because there are certain pages. Okay, I think this one's fine. There are certain pages that are a bit more personal. This page was just me noting down that I bought Colton, my brother, a Pokemon card that was Gengar, and this is the receipt that says Pokemon. And then there's thicker objects in here, like I don't want to show you my golf scores, they're really bad, but I think this was the first time I went on a course with Aaron, my boyfriend, and so I kept the scorecard in here and I kind of scrapbooked it. Oh, thank you, Bandit, for the spring toy. And so I kept it for memento's sake, and then stuff like this makes the journal really thick. And then, yeah, this is also from my Montreal trip. And this is a little letter that I got from Victoria that I taped in here. And so like an accumulation of these things make my journal really thick. I think I also wanted to show you guys, have like this tag that Victoria got me from Paris in my journal. And then I also like to decorate the first page. I normally have my goals here. So what I've written down here is doom scroll less and read more. Journal more and be more patient with myself. Improve my communication skills with the people I love. And I think I definitely worked on that. And I just like, oh, thank you, Bandit. I just like having that as a little reminder for me. I also like having a little picture of that year, but me and Erin still have to go take this picture for my 2026 journal. I'm gonna have to go find a photo booth, but I just like having the first page a bit more personalized. When I flip back into these journals when I'm older, it's like a little nice thing to see. Oh, I guess I could show you this as well. This is like from my New York trip. This is just tags from the yarn I got, the notes of fragrances we went to smell. I love sticking business cards that have art on it in my journals as well. And then yeah, this is a dinner party that I went to. She even created this little, I forgot what it's called, there's an official name, but like a little booklet of the menu items, which is so cute. And so yeah, I love having these little mementos in my journal, and that's why it made it super thick. And then I realized that this doesn't really fit in it, and also when I'm walking around in the office, I don't really want to be carrying my personal journal just because it looks a little unprofessional, and also I'm worried about which page it might flip open to. So yeah, I ended up separating my kind of timetable, work organizer, and my personal journal. And I think that's what's worked best for me so far, especially since I started working in my corporate job. Also, I should probably show you what I have in the front. Sorry I'm skipping around so much. This is a little informal, but I have this postcard that I got from Victoria in Paris. It's kind of really crinkled up, but good thing it's like protected by plastic covering. And the really cool thing about this is that I taped it into my journal for stability, so I don't really want to take it out. But actually maybe I can show you like this. So what's really cool about this is that someone's French letter written on this postcards, and I don't know who wrote this. This is like a vintage postcard, but their calligraphy is absolutely beautiful, and it's so cool to have someone else's mementos inside my own journal. And so yeah, I just like keeping this here just as something I can look at, and it's also a beautiful postcard that I love. This Traveler's Company pen holder that I like to keep my fountain pen in. That's the only thing I don't like about these leather covers, is that it's hard to keep a pen. Like there's no pockets and stuff. I know Paper Republic does pockets, or Louise Carmen does, but those are really expensive. And so I decided to put my own little I guess organizer in here. This is from Traveler's Company again. My parents brought these for me from Japan, so it was a lot cheaper. I have this sticker that I got from Banff during my graduation trip with my family and my boyfriend, which I really enjoyed, and I have a vlog of that if you were curious about what we did there. It's called Where the Mountains Are. And so in here I have stickers. Obviously you have to decorate everything with stickers, and then I just have post-it notes in here for when I kind of want to write on a post-it note instead of my journal, or like when I need post-it notes. I find post-it notes are a great way to add kind of visual dynamics to your journal. Like it helps separate your journal sometimes, and it adds like a little bit of characteristic and aesthetic and personality to some of the journal pages when you find like a block of text too dull or mundane. So I like having those here. And I also like to slip spare stickers in here, which I don't have right now, but like what I would do is I would just stick a bunch of stickers in here, so when I do want to put stickers in my journals, I have something to do that with. And so yeah, that's my personal journal. Oh, what else? I guess I can show you the clip. Oh, and this, sometimes, okay, I don't want to show you the contents, but sometimes when I'm in the office and I don't have paper, I like to use a post-it note to journal with, and then I just bring it home and stick it in my journal. This is one of the Hobonichi paper lays. What do you call these? Like, they help you stabilize the paper you're writing on, so your writing is neater. And this stuff helps so much because of how bulky my journal is. Without this, I wouldn't be able to write in this journal. So if you have like a super bulky journal like me, I think having something like this, like a piece of thick, heavy-weighted cardboard-ish thing, really helps. And the other thing that really helps is this Traveler's Notebook clip. I have 2 of these, but I normally only have one in my journal, or else my journal is like brick. It's as heavy as a brick. And so what I do is I just put this behind the page, and then depending on how I'm writing it and like where the weight's lying, I will either clip it here and write like this, or I will clip it the other way so it lays flat and it's weighted down, and then I can write, oh, I'm holding my pen wrong, so that I can write without like the pages kind of flapping back and forth. And I also find that with the Hobonichi fountain pens or like ink pens don't dry down really fast, which is a conversation I had with the worker at the stationery store where I buy some of my stationery, and so that's why he recommended me the Statology notebook, which I'll get into later. But that was kind of annoying because I would write an entire page and I would have to just leave it there for like a minute to ensure that it dries, or else the ink will transfer onto the other side of the page. And that's one thing I didn't like about the Hobonichi. Another thing that I didn't like is that it is dated and that the spacing is very limited. So you only get one page per day. I originally thought this system would keep me accountable and kind of force me to journal every day, but I find it a bit too stifling now because I realize that while I enjoy kind of documenting the mundane parts of my life, I don't really enjoy writing about my day-to-day life. As in, like, I don't like writing about, oh, today I went to grab coffee and the weather was very cold. I don't really like writing about that. I like writing more about exploration into my own thoughts and feelings, or documenting times when I'm happy with mementos I stick into my journal. So, for example, perhaps something I'm going through right now is seasonal depression, or like feeling very weird because of the short days and the gloomy weather. And so I like to write longer texts where I kind of explore those emotions, kind of figure out, oh, why does that make me upset? Like, is it because I don't see sunlight? Is it because I feel like I'm stuck in a stationary loop between going from work to home and I don't feel like I'm myself anymore? Like, just having that space and then less of the constraints of like this one page that I have to fit all my writing in is something that I'm looking for in my next journal. And so that's why I'm moving away from this system. But I do think if you are first getting started with journaling and you like noting down like every day's happenings, then this system is very good for you. Oh, and another thing I didn't mention is I also added these like month tabs that you can get from Hobonichi, just so it's easier to organize. And so in the future when I'm reading through this, it's also easier to flip through. Okay, and then just to show you guys, this was my 2024 weeks, Hobonichi weeks. And so because I thought I was going with this system in 2025, I didn't buy the weeks for this year, but as you can see, I bought it again for next year because I really did enjoy it for work. I think for corporate, this is the best kind of layout to have because you have these, I'm trying to show you a blank page, okay, because you have these sections for day-to-day to-do lists and activities, and then you get this giant blank page for like project notes, meeting notes, and I find that very helpful with corporate work. And so I think I want to go back to this system because I used this during my internship and I found it really helpful. But then when school started again, as you can see, it got really empty and there was less for me to fill out because when I write lecture notes, they would all be on my computer. There's not as much notes that I have to note down like on the go instantly on paper. So yeah, you can see during my this is during my internship and it's a lot more full. And so that's why I got the weeks again for this year, or sorry, next year. So I got the polka dot one because everything else sold out so fast. Like, I'm not kidding. I was on the website like at 12 a.m. but everything sold out way too fast, and this was the only kind of one that I liked that they had left. So this is the one I chose. I'm very excited about using this. This starts in December. Yeah, this starts in December, which is amazing because I can use this next week. And then for my personal journal, oh, I forgot that they have this. They have this little thing that you can stick into your Hobonichi, which is super useful because you can slip post-it notes and stuff in it. Ooh, this is like about the artist. This is definitely going into my personal journal in a little bit. Let me just leave that here. I normally like to stick this in the back, which I will do now. Should I put the little panda? Or should I put something a bit more abstract from my John Darien? I'm gonna put this beautiful flower here, off center at the top. And then for my personal journal, I have decided to use this tautology notebook because I like to use a fountain pen is one of the reasons. I wanted paper that was a little more absorbent and quick drying than the Hobonichi one. I also like that this is a bit more free form and I can actually just like write paragraphs or essays if I really want to. I decided on the color yellow because I thought it's a bit happier. I don't know, I feel like I just need yellow to brighten up my life and to be in a more positive mind space when I journal. And so yeah, it's just blank pages, which I will very much enjoy. I still have the December pages from my old, or like I guess my current journal, so I don't think I want to transfer that in as of yet, but I will definitely be decorating this. These are my current favorite stickers. I think these two sheets have been my favorite stickers. I love Aiko Fukawa's drawings. I'm going to go with, maybe I can go with the cat one, this giant star one. I'll probably just stick one sticker for now, and then I'll probably have like my Polaroid picture somewhere here. This one here. Decorate it with little flowers or cherries right here. And then I also got this for my new journal because the old one was getting very dirty. So I bought this new one for my new journal that I will just slip into right there. And then I also have these labels. This is what I was talking about earlier in my journal. So these are just labels for the months. I don't know where January and February went, but I'll be sticking these into my journal as I go probably. Maybe I'll stick one on here too so that they can match with the polka dots. There's somewhere here. So I put it here. I don't think I like that very much, but I'll keep it there for now. I also just realized I have these Tamagotchi stickers that might be very cute. These are also from Hobonichi. I swear I had a Kupachi one that I was saving. Or maybe this one. I have a little, that little dude there. Bandit. And maybe I'll stick the Hobonichi Tamagotchi here so that it matches with my personal journal as well. I have this sticky post-it note thing that I'm going to stick onto here. I'll stick it here and write that this is my 2026 journal. Okay, I don't know why my ink is gone, but the ink is gone. The ink I've been using is a burgundy ink called Writer's Blood, which I thought is very apt. And it's this beautiful like burgundy red that I really like. I also have been loving this fountain pen. If you watch my like favorites video, you probably know which pen this is. But this is the Pilot Vanishing Point. leaving that space there for when this journal ends. I can do a dash and wherever that journal ends. I think I will write or paraphrase one of the quotes I really enjoyed from Stoner. And yeah, that is my setup for 2026. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what your setup is. I'm kind of curious what everyone's kind of gravitating towards. Oh, and if anyone was curious about this one, this is my Paper Republic, the Grand Voyager, and I just have my book reviews in here. As you can see, Nicole's book reviews. That's me and Bubbles. And I just have all my book reviews in here. So I initially started in another book and I just ended up tearing all the pages out and paper clipping it onto this notebook instead as a way to keep them, which is very interesting, but it's also very gives very rustic, like academia vibes, which is not my intention. Especially look at how these papers are cut. They're like all jagged edges, but we make do and we look at the bright side, the silver lining of things. So yeah, this is just all my book reviews. Yeah, I like having them all here just as a way for me to refer to when I do my book reviews. And I think writing down my thoughts on books have greatly helped me formulate my thoughts on it. And it's a great way for me to remember how I felt and kind of remember the experience of how reading that book made me feel. It's like a great way to kind of nurture the thoughts and reading analysis that I have as I read. So I find this very, very helpful if you guys want to get more into being more meaningful and intentional with reading. I think doing handwritten book reviews is the way to go. So yeah, those are all my journals and notebooks I will be using in 2026. I don't think anything will be added to the system, but if I do, I'll definitely inform you guys on my social media or something. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I appreciate all of you for being here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!